Hi there, it's Mimi at Giggly Guppy, and for today's mindful moment, I wanted to read a page from Courage to Change. It's a really good page, covers lots of different subject areas. So, before I begin, I'm going to take a nice mindful breath. I took two because it felt so good. All right, so this is page 289. It's from October 15th. Of course, it's a daily reader, so you're just meant to read a page a day, but you can read as many pages as you want. You can read whatever day you want. Like I have little tabs, so I go back to all different dates. It doesn't matter. It's all just to be helpful, and it's all good information for any day of the year. Here we go. The most loving form of detachment I have found has been forgiveness. Instead of thinking of it as an eraser to wipe another slate clean or a gavel that I pound to pronounce someone not guilty, I think of forgiveness as a scissors. I use it to cut the strings of resentment that bind me to a problem or a past hurt. By releasing resentment, I set myself free. When I am consumed with negativity over another person's behavior, I have lost my focus. I needn't tolerate what I consider unacceptable, but wallowing in negativity will not alter the situation. If there is action to take, I am free to take it. Where I am powerless to change the situation, I will turn it over to my higher power. By truly letting go, I detach and forgive. When my thoughts are full of bitterness, fear, self pity, and dreams of revenge, there is little room for love or for the quiet voice of guidance within me. I am willing to love myself enough to admit that resentments hold me back, and then I can let them go. Today's reminder: every time I try to tighten the noose of resentment around someone's neck, I am really only choking myself. Today I will practice forgiveness instead. And here's the quote from in the book In All Our Affairs. A part of me wants to cling to old resentments, but I know that the more I forgive, the better my life works. Hmm. I really I really found this reading perfect. I was just having a conversation with a friend yesterday about resentment and um, bitterness and feeling a need for revenge, negativity, how to detach from it all. And I think this page is really great because it addresses so many of those thoughts and those feelings. To me, it also kind of addresses the idea of humility. Humility as in realizing that the way you're doing something isn't working and being open to trying a different way. Because if I keep doing the same thing and I keep getting a result that I don't like, it may be time to try something else, whether that be an action or the way I'm thinking of a thought. It's funny because many times the actual situation doesn't change, but the way I think about it changes, and that makes me feel better and better able to accept it. So if someone does something to me that I feel was wrong and insulting and offensive, I can tell myself that that person is doing the best that they can right now. And in my situation, and the person I was talking to yesterday, like that would work. I know in not all situations, it, other situations are more complicated, but for the particular situation that I'm thinking about, which is just a troublesome the person I was talking to yesterday has a child who did something, said something that deeply offended the parent, who's my friend. And she wanted to call her child, her adult child, and tell her child exactly what they had done to hurt her. And she was thinking of ways to help her child understand how much she was hurt. And trying to I was trying to help her see that her child was doing the best the best they could do at the time, and that it wasn't personal. It felt personal. It felt like a personal attack, but it probably had nothing to do with my friend. It had to do with the child and what they were going through at the time. So it doesn't help. It's not productive to seek revenge or to be angry. That just damages us. When we feel angry, when we feel bitter, when we feel resentment, something that I love in Al-Anon is they always say that well, actually, it says it right here. It says, every time I try to tighten the noose of resentment around someone's neck, I am really only choking myself. So resentment is an expectation. Resentment is usually the result of an expectation. So if I'm resenting someone, it's probably because I have an expectation that the other person can't meet. But that's my issue. It's my issue if someone can't meet my expectation. And maybe I have to re examine my expectation of that person. By truly letting go, I detach and forgive. So, forgiveness doesn't mean that I'm saying it's okay. Forgiveness means I'm accepting it for what it is, right or wrong, and I'm letting it go. love the idea that I am not the gatekeeper of forgiveness. The, the, the universe, it doesn't make any difference to the universe if I forgive someone or not. It's only inside me, the peacefulness that I feel when I can truly, in my heart, know, even if it was completely unacceptable behavior, that the person did what they did, and perhaps it was the best they could do at the time. And I have my boundaries to protect myself as much as possible. So in this case, my friend was trying to decide, because of the conversation she had with her child, she was thinking that she wasn't going to visit her child. Like, they have to get into a plane and go and stay with them. And she was thinking she wouldn't do that, kind of as a boundary. And I was saying, that's, I think personally that that's healthy. You can keep a connection with someone from a distance. You can keep a very strong connection with someone from a distance until it feels more comfortable and natural to be with them face to face. So I just thought that after the conversation I had with my friend yesterday and then reading this page, I just thought it was so perfect. And I'm sure that this is a very common feeling in our daily lives, to feel resentful and to feel fear and bitterness and self-pity, and even to dream of revenge. I don't really dream of revenge. Revenge kind of gives me anxiety, but I think I definitely feel fear. I have to work very, very hard not to feel fear. Fear is a big one for me. Fear and anxiety are big, 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 big ones for me. When I am consumed with negativity over another person's behavior, I have lost my focus. I needn't tolerate what I consider unacceptable, but wallowing in negativity will not alter the situation. If there is action to take, I am free to take it. Where I am powerless to change the situation, I will turn it over to my higher power. By truly letting go, I detach and forgive. Mm, I really like it. This book is this little tiny, see it compared to my hand, it's this little tiny book, and it's so full of wisdom, experience, strength, and hope. I'm going to take a mindful breath again. I took two because it felt so good. I can do that anytime I want, so can you. Thank you so much for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.